Why, hello there. So I currently have 2 videos that haven't been uploaded that need to be uploaded. That will be uploaded incrementally, very wellly. I don't know, maybe. So I'm watching a lot of Rick and Morty, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Also, I started buying shit on Wish. Sorry, I need to clean my glasses. I started buying shit on Wish. Some of it will come in handy for filming, like one's like this tripod that for my phone that I can twist and turn. It'll be good. It'll be better than my selfie stick being latched onto my bed with a shoelace, which is what I did for the cover video, which is on my other channel. Aside from that, there's another little phone tripod thing that would be for more stable stuff, not for, hanging at weird places. There's some weird lenses that I think would be good for cinematic stuff, because I'm thinking about doing some kind of cinematic series. I think it'd be interesting. I think I would have to create another channel for it. Like, it would be an actual one, maybe plus person series. It would be weird. It would be completely weird. I don't know if anybody's ever done it before, so it'd be real weird. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty. I think I'm on season 2, episode 3, and I had watched the first 4 episodes like a few months ago, and then I was showing it to my brother, and I was like, I want to show it to Andrew. So I got back into it after showing my brother, because I saw that it was on Hulu, because I originally watched it on a not legal site. Sorry about it. I don't even remember what the site was, because I wasn't at my house or on any of my own devices. So also, this is a weird angle for me. Also, so my words are doing weird things. I started watching a lot of it, and I'm on season 2, episode 3. I'm pretty sure. I've just watched Autoerotic Simulation. I decided to take a break because the last hour of me being awake, I was going to edit the first video I need to upload, which is on my Alice in Wonderland palette, and then 2 was it was a vlog about spiders and decrepit things, and I think there was something about my binder predicament in there, but aside from that point, I'm not editing that one, so it doesn't really matter to me, because we don't need to talk about it. You can just watch that video to know. It'll be uploaded before this one, so, because we don't need to go over it. I did, however, start writing in my diary again, which I wrote in 2014. Was it like November 3rd, I thought? Anyway, I started writing in it again because I felt like it. Yes, November 3rd, 2014 was the last time I wrote in here. But I found a few entries that were just, they really hit me in my my mindset back then. Because I broke up with my boyfriend, and I've looked through here, and I've even lied to myself. Like, I lied to myself throughout this book all the time. And I think I'm going to start being really realistic about shit instead of being that teenager who's trying to make her day be way better than it actually was. Because there's very few times in my diaries that I talked about how I actually felt about things. I didn't mention the fact that I didn't want to have sex with Cameron in that diary entry. I said that sex relaxed me in one diary entry. I think it just relaxed me that I was doing something that was so frowned upon. I'm that kind of person. But I definitely remember not enjoying it, so I don't even know why I wrote it down. that I did and that it was great. There was a few times I was super honest in here. I think it was getting to the point of me stop writing in here because I was afraid to be super honest. Because this is a long time ago. I was still in high school. I mean, I was in high school a year ago, but I was also graduating a year ago, so. Talking about cutting relapsing, which is not a good thing. And I've done it plenty of times to know that it's not a good thing, even in that train of mind. And like I'm trying to make it out better than it is, because I'm like rehashing the fact that it's 9 very shallow cuts. And it was about my ex, who I told myself I loved him many times. I even wrote it in this fucking book when I didn't. And I did write that I was afraid to lose him, which was only because I was still lying to myself about, like, what sex and love meant. I, like, forced the virginity out of this boy. Like, I didn't force him. I didn't rape him. He was completely down with it. But I did lay it on thick to have sex, like, and he was down with it. So don't, like, it wasn't forceful. That would be wrong. But he was completely down with it, so we can just note that. He was not down with eating out, though, which was annoying. But besides that fact, I was really laying it on thick to have sex with this dude and take his virginity, because in my mind, I thought that that's what it took to be loved. It was completely and utterly fucked up. But, so I would have sex with people to get love. I've talked about this before. But, I'm talking about how he made me feel so guilty because I broke up with him because I admitted that I didn't love him. He was in love with me. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just wasn't going to work out, though. And I worry about him to this day. I'm not going to lie. And I broke up with him July 16th, 2014. We stopped being friends around November of that year. I probably would have wrote it down if I was still writing in my diary, but I just quit altogether and never picked it back up. So, point being, I relapsed because he made me feel so guilty about it. Right now, I feel like doing it again. He has ignored me all day. Kick says he's read the messages. This is killing me inside. I should have kept lying. And I want to address that entry because while at the time I thought I should have kept lying, truth is, I am so happy I didn't. I worry about him still. Sure, yeah, whatever he was, probably not as depressed as I was. I don't know if he's been diagnosed with anything major, but, you know, I have my own issues. And part of the reason I gave myself the courage to break up with him and tell him I didn't love him was that I was afraid I was going to be sent off because I was about to have my psychological evaluation, and I was afraid I was going to get sent off and he was just going to be waiting for me when there was no point in him waiting for me. So it was a noble act, to be honest. But I wrote down that I should have kept lying because it was eating me inside that I had hurt him this bad. But it took me this long to realize that I didn't love him pretty much too. So it wasn't all me, and I didn't lead him on for as long as it sounds like I did. Not that I did a good thing. I did a horrible thing, and I'm not a good person, so don't don't see this as me making up excuses for my actions, because it's not. It was still a noble action to tell him, you know, I'm not gonna have somebody waiting for me if I'm not in love with them, obviously. So, just to let you know, if you're ever, like, in that kind of situation where you feel like you need to tell somebody the truth, even though it'll hurt them, they need to know. Especially if it's in this kind of situation. They need to know. Obviously, as much as it will hurt them, they need to know, and you will be happier when you're in a relationship with someone you actually love, and they might be happier too. I don't know. I worry about him, but it doesn't take up that much of my train of thought, and I'm happy. And really, you should only be worrying about you if they do something drastic about it, it was probably eventually going to happen anyway, because them hanging on to a lie was not a valuable way to live anyway. Not that I'm condoning whatever action they do. And you shouldn't condone it either, but you shouldn't let them live through a lie. That's not a way to live. And the longer it goes on, the more deranged they're going to get. So, just let you know, tell the truth, and it might hurt you. I feel like I was more hurt than he was. That's how I felt at the time. I was more hurt. I was hurting myself. I cried like a baby. I cried myself to sleep at night because of it. Because it's a very painful thing to do, because he was also the safe option for me. And I'm like horribly filming right now, but he was the safe option. He was someone I knew that was never going to leave me. But I did a lot of shitty things to this dude, even though, I mean, I cared about him, but I cared about myself more. Which also is not a good relationship. And also, he was pretty shit in the relationship. So I hope he finds somebody who actually treats right and actually doesn't financially abuse, because that fucked me up for a while. But yeah. Just, thoughts. Rick and Morty thoughts. Rick and Morty forced me to write my diary again, because I was like, I want to document my life again. What if something this interesting happens? I think I have a problem. I think I'm obsessed, and I'm not denying it, and I'm probably going to change my wallpaper real soon to it. So I would like a hoodie with their faces on it, to be honest. God, just the philosophy, everything, the way it makes you question things, and the way you don't want to. You want to listen to, don't think about it. That's my excuse for most things. I'm just like, don't think about it, and it'll be okay. I find many parts of myself in Rick. But then I'm also like, in the sentimental scenes, I'm dying inside. I'm like, oh my god. That last scene I just watched after, God, homoerotic assimilation? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, I think so. That last scene fucking tore me up. It made me almost watch another episode, but I was like, no, I need to do other things. I need to be responsible and not binge watch the show. This is one of the only shows that I can binge watch, because other shows I get bored. This one I'm just like, I need more. So yeah, expect to see so many Rick and Morty fucking references. It's gonna happen. It's gonna get am I even saying it right? Swifty. I haven't got another episode yet, but I heard that word a lot today. Even before that episode, I was watching other people talk about the show. It's just gets swifty, and I've been saying it all day. Probably gonna keep saying it. I also keep saying rubba-lubba-dub-dub. I've also been saying it wrong a few times and messing up, but wubba-lubba-dub-dub. It's probably one of the truest sentences I've ever said.
Isn't that a weird phenomenon when you're on camera to say something like wubba-lubba-dub-dub and just forget your words?